Hi folks, it's Moz here, and today I thought I would publish the interview that was given by Tobias from Glow2B, who own the brand Hella, to talk about what's happening with the brand and its future plans. And this was first shown on the Airfix and Chill live stream on a Monday night. So I thought I would publish it again so you can have a look and see what exciting developments are happening from Hella. Well, hello. We have Tobias today doing a little bit of an interview with us for Airfix and Chill. Tobias, do you want to introduce yourself to the folks of Airfix and Chill, if that's possible?
Yes, thank you very much for having me today. My name is Tobias. I'm working at Glow2B, and I'm responsible for sales and marketing. So I'll try to give you a little bit of background on the Hello brand and what we're doing in the recent times.
Brilliant. Exciting times. 2023, I believe that Glow2B actually bought the rights to Hella and all of the tooling. Is that correct?
Oh, no, it was a little bit earlier than that. It was in 2019 that the process was initiated. So the former owner was thinking about closing down the brand. And as you may know, Glow2B is one of the leading European distributors and wholesalers for model kits. And of course, we're very well connected in the industry. And we were asked by some good friend who said, "Wouldn't you like to take up that brand and keep it alive?" And since we were a distributor of Hella from right from the start of the company, we said, "Okay, that's a chance." Of course, distribution is a different business than production, so we started to think about how it could be done, and then we took the chance, and yes, I kept it alive. But it's been a lot of work since then, and probably you're right. The first things that people really notice may just have come out in the last few years, because it's been a long ride and a lot of work to get to where we're at today.
So have you moved all production from Tra in France to Germany now for the Hella brand?
No, not at all. It is still in the same place. It's still in in Normandy, where it has been all the time, and that's one of the things that that is very important for us, because there are some really nice and capable people there who did the production in the past, and we were happy that a local company that was into injection molding actually said, "Okay, we would like to take over the site because we have a huge mold bank there. We've got more than 1,000 tools there."
Yes.
And so I let me just moving all that heavy metal would have been horrendous work. So we were happy to not do that and keep the production where it is. So this injection molding partner there, he invested heavily into machinery, into automatic systems. He took over some of the stuff that used to work for the Hella company before. So it's the same guys doing the job, and some new ones have come to it. And so production is still fully in France, and we have no idea or no wish to move that anywhere else in the world.
Brilliant. Yes, I think on the somebody mentioned when I did your video on the Peugeot 20 the 205 GTI, it said it was made in Germany. So that was why I brought that question up, just to
if you have a look at our boxes, we have a little like a sticker or a label on the lower side of the box. It says "Truly European," which means, of course, it says "Made in Germany" on the box due to legal reasons, and the company is located in Germany. So legally, we're a German company, but production is still in France. We do have European partners for different parts of the boxes. So, for example, printing of some of the boxes is done in Italy. We have friends from Czech Republic helping us with the decals. So it's a European project and not just in Germany. No.
Brilliant. Moving forwards, now you've established yourself as producing new tooled kits, i.e. the Peugeot 205 GTI, the Hawkeye. You've mentioned that you've got a tractor, another tractor is a Massey Ferguson 135 that was shared that you were in development. Is that due out soon, that tractor?
Well, it's always a bit tricky to talk about the future. I can say that we do have a lot of exciting news coming up. Yes, there is a tractor in planning. Yes, we will do a new aircraft, civil and military. For next year, we will see more cars. So we have a huge lineup of ideas, and we would love to produce them all at the same time. But resources are finite in terms of people who can do it, production who can produce, and then also we have to look at the money, of course. So I think there are exciting times ahead for the brand and for all the friends all around the world who are looking for new kits.
Brilliant. I was just noticing, I had a little gander on Scalemates, and you've not really been that quiet, because in the last 5 years, you've released not new tooling, but like new parts or new change of box, 178 different model kits or model sets. That's roughly around, going back the last 3 years, about 60 a year. Is that the plan moving forwards, to release around 60 new model kits, whether it's a brand new tool or whether they be made into a model set with the paints, etc.? Is that the plan for the future?
Well, this number is a bit skewed, of course, because when we took over, we changed all the boxes to a new design, and we redid a lot of the instructions inside. So we did a lot of work on the product, and still we will see re-releases of them out of our huge mold bank that we have there in Normandy, and this will continue in the future. And we're very happy if people tell us what kits they are looking for, because they may know them from their use or from former times. I cannot give you an exact number of how many kits a year, but we will do those re-releases because we're very proud of them. You know, it's nothing we're ashamed of. It's the other way around. If you look at our boxes, we say this mold was made, let's say, in 1978, but we reworked it completely in 2025. And so we've invested a lot of money, a lot of time into that, because we feel that those kits are still very relevant to the market and that they have a great future. But if you buy them today, they have the quality as they had in the year they were first released, and we've improved on the boxes, we've improved on the instructions. So we're still investing in that part, and apart from that, new tools as well.
Brilliant. One of the things that we always ask is where you get your decals made. Are you using like a company like Cartograph to make your decals, or are you still producing them in-house?
We're not producing them in-house. We are producing them with a good befriended company in Czech Republic, that I can say. We do work with people who really know the in and outs of that business, and so that's part of the strategy that I told you earlier, to see who's good in what we're looking for, because we are too small to do everything ourselves, so we look for the right partners in everything. And I can tell you, the Hawkeye, for example, is a kit that is based on the kit, the 1/48 scale kit made by Kinetic. So we're working with those friends, and then we did a joint development of the tool for the 1/72 scale Hawkeye that we did this year. So it is always, you know, from our background, we know the industry well, we know who is good at what, and then we recombine those things and try to find the best solution for the project on hand.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just looking at some of the stuff that you've released in the last couple of years. You know, the FCM 36 tank. You've got the A10 Thunderbolt 2, all with like change boxes, and you seem to be heading a lot of in the pathway of putting the paints and the cement in the box with them. When you do a release, you also release it with that. Is that a strategy for Hella to do that with most of your kits?
Yes, so it's not with most of our kits, it's with all of our kits. So you can get every kit as a standard kit, and every kit as a so-called starter kit, including the glue, the colors, a brush. That is our strategy, to make it accessible to people who are maybe not the die-hard modelers, but somebody who remembers a theme from the use, or who said, oh, I built this 30, 40 years ago, I would like to do it again. And then you've got everything on hand and don't have to go around shopping for everything that is needed. So everything is available as a starter set, from the smallest 1/43 scale car that we currently sell at 10 euros, or that can be bought at 10 euros, and up to the Soleil Royal, which is a bit more pricey than that.
Yeah. It's interesting because I was looking through some of the lorries that you have
Yeah,
produced over the years that were reboxed at the time by Airfix,
yeah,
like the Scania and etc. They will be good to have in the mix, especially with all the paints and everything. I can see a lot of former lorry drivers who have got into scale modelling and enjoy building them. Indeed.
yeah.
Moving on to the future of Hella, is it safe? Can I say that? Is that the word? You know, have you got a vision for the next 5 years or 10 years of the brand continuing its development with its new tooling and with releases?
Yes. I know from the past that there have always, several times been questions about the future of the company,
Yeah.
and so when we took it over, it was important for us that we felt that we can give it a stable home for a long
Mm,
time future. We believe Hella is one of those iconic brands in Europe, next to Affix and Revell,
mm,
and we believe that it has its place in the market, and we want to continue to grow it. We want to attract new modelers as well. So there is,
yeah.
building on the legacy that we have, showing a future where maybe even people who haven't thought about modeling as a hobby at all, to bring them back, or for the first time, to that hobby, because
Yeah.
we believe our biggest competitor is not the next brand. Our biggest competitor is Netflix and other sources of entertainment these days, and we need to
Yeah.
show people that in a world of artificial intelligence, it's still a great hobby to do something with your hand, to build something that looks just stunning, and that gives you a pride in what you've achieved.
That's a very, very apt point. You know, that you see that your biggest competitor is not other model companies, it's the likes of Netflix. And and there is a place for artistic, you know, artistic skills, developing, building, etc., and painting up, weathering, etc. Yeah, I get all that. That's a really good
Uh,
point. Just very quickly, jumping in the video, if you are enjoying the content on this channel but are not yet a subscriber, will you please consider becoming a subscriber? It's totally free. Just click subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a new video. The next tool that's due out, I think, in the next couple of weeks is the trailer, the 3TO 124 scale trailer. Now, will that all fit nicely with my Ferguson T20 that I bought T20 that I built this
yes.
year?
Yes, it will. It will fit nicely with a lot of different tractors, not just from ours, but also from
Mm,
other brands. It will also fit very nicely with the 8 new set of figures that we've just released this year in 1:24 scale. We
mm,
have 2 other trailers that we released last year: a
mm.
goods trailer and a car trailer. So there's a lot you can put behind your tractor or any truck and lorry that you look for. So I think that is they are really magnificent, because it makes your kits just so much more complete, and we
Mm,
are very happy to expand on that range in the future as well. Yes.
mm. Going back to your paints, another question that was asked, because you've got the paint colors for Hella and Revell. Am I right in saying that the Hella numbers do collaborate with the Humbrol numbers as well? You know, where
Yes.
you've got, so I'm presuming, is it that you've basically just matched, you've created your own paint brand, obviously Hella paint, but you've gone very close, or you've copied the Humbrol one to make it ease, for the scale modeler.
Yeah, well, actually, it's not a copy thing. It's a bit of a historic thing, because there was a time when Humbrol, Hella, and Affix used to be in one company,
Yes.
before the Hornby times. So, and in that time, when the paints were developed, they were made with matching numbers.
Yes.
So, as some numbers are added, or maybe also deleted from the range, that might not be one to one exactly the same, but those who used to be the same in the past are still the same, and so you can very well go for the Hella paints as well, who have a fantastic price point, and um, as we are told by many modelers, an excellent quality for the price. So it's a good choice, and you should at least try it once.
I have a very, very vast range of paints I seem to be using. I never seem to stick to one brand. There's always, yeah. Um, I get that. Now, going on to your figures, yeah, you are releasing, I think it's 9 sets
Yeah,
of figures,
it's yeah.
mechanics, farmers. Why have you gone, just put it out there, with the range that is coming along with 3D printed figures, and it's just put it out there, why the decision to recreate or create figures in styrene and not gone down the 3D print route?
Well, that's something that we're looking at as well, but we feel that a classic injection molded figure is still something that people love to build, and of course it has its own qualities, and we felt that those topics that we addressed this year are things that are missing in the market and that have a good potential, in combination with the kits that we have on our range, but also with kits from other brands, and we are happy to see that they are very well accepted in the market already. And for us as a brand, I think that's not a secret. Those sets also give us the opportunity to come up with new sets containing a
Yeah.
car plus accessory, etc. So you should be looking out for 2026. I think we've got some nice ideas for that too.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I think the diorama, the vac form diorama bases are fantastic.
Yeah.
I like to see if you could sell them separately, because I think a lot of people could use them in their dioramas. I thought there was a very good touch with that Ferguson T20 tractor, because it was 2 in 1, and you could basically build them both. You can build the English version and then the European version. It was a very, very nice touch. That the future of Hella, is it bright? Are you
Yes.
excited about what you're going to be doing in the next few years?
We're very excited, and I mean, if not the future is bright as the color on our boxes, I'd say. So I think I think we're really seeing a good start. We laugh. I mean, we have retailers calling us saying the Peugeot 205 GTI is already sold out, asking us for restock quickly. So that's giving us a very warm feeling, because it's. I mean, one part is business, one part is doing your job, but on the other hand, seeing that people love what you do and talk about it is something that's really special to us. And we do have a lot ideas for the future, and we try to be creative with what we've got in terms of new products, but also with what we've got on our mold bank, like just we did this year with the Eagle truck, which is a combination and let's say a what if design, something that we thought up, and it is selling very well. We do get very good reviews on it, and we love to find new ways to keep that hobby interesting to everybody and attract new people. So I feel we have a lot of future and a lot of work ahead of us. So yes, look out for it. It'll be good.
Just the other thing I've noticed, I know that the plane was military. Are you going to be going for what I call the civilian market with your cars, your lorries, or do you have a path for military models? For instance, if somebody says to me, "What's the best 1/72nd scale Sherman?" I would say the latest Hella one, because it's a very, very good tool, and there's a lot of plastic in that box. There's different variants you can do, very, very good. But that was the last one I think I remember you doing. Is there something in the future that you're gonna, or are you gonna look at both these sectors, civilian, military, or are you gonna just concentrate on the civilian side for now?
No, we're doing both. I mean, due to the history of Halle and the location in Normandy, of course, all things related to D-Day, World War II, there's a lot of sets that are still very popular, especially in the summer season when tourists from all over the world come to see the memorial sites. We do have a more recent idea for next year for military aircraft in 1/72 scale that is coming out. So we're looking at both sides of the market. It's not just military or not just civilian. So right now with the cars and the things that we've done this year, it's a bit more on the civil side, but we do also have military ideas for the future.
Fantastic. What was the question I was going to ask you? Oh, yeah, supply and demand, obviously. Fortunately, I put this live stream up for for tonight, and then Matt from Jadlam contacted me saying he had a contact for you. And they're working very closely with you, bringing the product in. Have you got suppliers now in the UK trying to get your product in? Have you got like distributors? Are you working with people to bring the product in easier because of
Yeah.
the Brexit and everything? I understand that.
Well, yeah, actually, logistics have become a little more complicated after Brexit, but I think we figured it out quite well. We do have fantastic retail partners in the UK, just as Jadlam that you just mentioned, and we are in very close contact with them to bring our products to the UK market as well. I mean, we did the Peugeot 205 with the right-hand drive option as well, because we found that the UK market deserves its own version, and we didn't make a separate box out of it, but just put it into the same kit so you can choose for yourself. Yes, so the UK is important. The UK market is important for us. We do advertise regularly, let's say, for example, in the Airfix magazine, and we're looking for more options to talk about our brand in the UK market. So that's why I'm very happy that he invited me today, because we feel it is a strong market, a lot of very interested, nice people who are very much follow us in a good and a positive way. And yes, whatever we can do to increase our UK business, we are very happy to do that.
Brilliant, fantastic. We'll be seeing you at Telford in 2026 for the Scale Model World at International Centre in Telford, because you weren't there this year.
Yes. So to be honest, we are not that big a team, and sometimes we have to juggle our priorities. And but there's one thing we really strongly feel, and we haven't made it this year, but we want to be more open or more out of our office and into the world to the trade shows. And Telford is definitely on the list. I cannot make it a promise as of now, but I would be very. It would be very unlikely to see that we are not coming. So fingers crossed. I hope it will work out, and we will be there next year and to meet all you guys live and show you what we've got done by then.
Well, I want to congratulate you again for bringing out those the Hawkeye and the Peugeot 205 GTI, which kind of my heart, because all my friends either had a Ford Fiesta, a Corsa, a Mini Metro, or the Peugeot 205 as their very first car. And we'd all have our Kenwood stickers on the back, to tell everybody that what stereo we had in it, so that if they want to break in and nick it, they can, But really appreciate your time. Obviously, you are welcome. And if you've got a new tool in or you want to announce something, you're quite welcome to knock on my door, and the FX team will welcome you on, and hopefully have a proper live stream where we can chat with you and get the viewers to ask questions as well. But again, thank you so much for this interview. Well, it's been 24 minutes, but again, you're very welcome anytime. Just ping me an email and we will announce or discuss what you're bringing out to the Scale Model community in the future. Again, Tobias, thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much, Moss. It's been a pleasure, and I'll be happy to be back soon with some good news. And thank you very much for your splendid job and for your interest in Halle. Talk to you soon.
Thank you very much. Well, some really interesting insight there into the plans that Glow2B have for Hella. New tooling coming. We've got a tractor for sure coming our way. And also with 2026 now on us, we hope to see more releases from them. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a new video. And to subscribe to this channel is completely free. Huge shout out goes to my channel members who help me financially with this channel. If you'd like to become a channel member, please click join below and select which membership tier you so wish. We have a live stream most weeks where we talk about scale modelling, and it's just for the channel members. In one of the four corners is another playlist or another video that you may like to watch, and hopefully I'll see you over there.